Hello, everyone. I am Mike Heck, aka DM Madcap. Been here with Superior Adventures Guild for a while now. I've been doing tabletop RPGs for 20 plus years, and we are going to be going through my homebrew campaign setting called Castellon, and we're in a continent of Castellon called the Wilds. That's about it for me. I am going to hand it over to Vamp, aka Carrot.
Good evening, everybody. Vamp Wickman here, Chad. You can find me here often enough playing games in one-shots, ran by all the wonderful people here, Mike, Dave, many. Have a blast here all the time. Try not to die. It doesn't always work out for me. Dave kills me all the time, so it's just, but I keep coming back because, you know, the madness gets inside of your head. Besides that, I'll be at GaryCon. You can find me there in March. Hope to see as many of you there as possible so we can hang out, play games in person. Playing online is fun. Playing in person, I can see the fear in people's eyes a little easier. I like that. Tonight, I will be playing Carrot, the fairy sorcerer with a lot of energy. So I'll hold the energy until it's really time for me to get into character, but buckle up. It's gonna be a ride, everybody.
Awesome. Thanks, Vamp. Let's throw it over to Callum.
Hey, hello, it's me, Callum. How you doing? I am playing Belsara. Miko did butcher my name. That's okay. I forgive him. I'm playing the Reborn Warlock Cleric. Glad to be here. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you, Callum. Let's move on to Shelly.
Hello. I am Shelly, and I am also Flea Monkey on the chats. I play some games here and there. Hoping to play more as the days go on. I'm playing Gore tonight. Gore is a bugbear barbarian, and you know, Gore's a little tired right now because of all of the berserking frenzies from the other day, but we're ready to get a good mount for Bloodhoof.
Awesome. Thank you, Shelly. Let's move on to Kay. Kay, give us your intro.
Hi, my name is Kay. I use they pronouns. I am a big nerd of all sorts. I love games, like board games, role-playing games. I like video games. I like improv. I could probably keep going forever, but yeah, so I'm happy to be here. I'm playing Twig, who is a kind of rogue scout, and yeah, hopefully they can keep everyone together on the same path, but we'll see.
Awesome. All right. Thank you very much, Kay. And let's move over to Beth. Beth, tell us about yourself and your character.
Well, hello. I'm Beth. You can find my social media links and some links to other games that I've played through my link tree, which is just my name, Beth Masco. I want to shout out a previous Monday Night Mayhem game that the Bleak season ran around the Halloween season. So if you're still looking for something spooky, Bleak ran a Edgar Allan Poe themed Vaesen game that was super fun. It's a 2-part short shot. Highly recommend it. I was in it. Okay, whatever. Just watch it. It's really good. Yeah, and my character that I'm playing tonight is Torin, the Minotaur Paladin, and he's just hoping that we all make it through this.
We shall see. All right. So a bit of a recap, just so that those folks that have maybe missed last week are up to speed. What has happened is the Grand Caliph of the Wilds has put out a call to celebrate his 20th anniversary of his ascension to Grand Caliphhood, and part of that is games and dances and drinks and all that stuff. But The thing that's attracted our party is a challenge to find Bloodhoof a new mount. They met up with their patron, General Talix, Tabaxi, who sent them south into the Thunder Jungle, and here they are encountering dinosaurs. Last week, they encountered a fellow group of hunters that were not too political or gracious, and they quickly dispatched them, and then they moved on and stumbled into a nest of raptors. That caused our heroes a bunch of issues. So now they have made camp, and that is where we're going to pick it up. So camp has been made, and you all can decide whether or not you're going to take turns in watch. Velsaria, as you know, does not sleep, so they can stay up all night and still recover their spells and such. Who is taking first watch?
I mean, I can stay up for a little while. I don't mind.
Okay.
But before we go to sleep, who wants to take this ring that we got for animal friendship or whatever? Is anybody good with animals?
I don't really do friendship.
I'm better
Don't say
at
that, Gore.
I mean, you guys, yes, but somebody else take the ring.
That's all right. Anybody?
I'm better at following animals creepily in the shadows than being around them. So I'm gonna pass as well.
And you're very good at it.
Thank you.
I can take the shiny ring. I can find some squirrels. I can make some friends out of squirrels and maybe pigeons and other things that are in the forest. And it would be so much fun. And we could have a whole army of
This ring was
squirrels
made
and
for you,
rats and
Carrot.
things.
Enjoy
Okay.
it.
So what the party has is a ring of animal influence. And what that does is it has 3 charges, and it regains 1d3 expended charges daily at dawn. While wearing the ring, you can use an action to expend one of the charges to cast one of the following spells, either Animal Friendship, Fear, or Speak with Animals.
Is it animal fear or just regular fear?
It's Fear. It's targeted only, targeting only beasts that have an intelligence of 3 or lower. So it's a very specific type of fear.
I mean, Carrot, this is all you.
We're at well.
Excited. I'm very excited.
You should be
I'm gonna
able
be
to find that right in D&D Beyond. So all you have to do is search your
Nice.
inventory, and it should be right there. It is a very simple wooden ring with carvings of multiple animals all along the outside of it. The very simple carvings, but carvings nonetheless. And the ring feels rather, I mean, it's not hot, but it feels, room temperature to the touch. All right, so first watch.
Got that.
Okay. Give me a perception check, both Belsara and Beth.
All right. That's an 18.
Okay. With the 18, you don't see anything. Nothing really sparks your interest. There's sounds. I mean, it's a lot of sounds out there, but there's nothing that's like alarming to y'all. About an hour after sunset, there is a sound that troubles you a little bit, Beth. It's the sound that it sounds almost like a cracking or a bending of wood. And as you look towards where the source is, you see that a tree appears to have split open, but instead of like splitting in half, there's like weird gate-like images that are appearing around this split. A bright flash of green and blue happens. And for a moment, you swear that you see a tall, almost elven man stepping out of this tree gate. And suddenly, Belsara is encased in a blue and green orb.
I'll nudge the others awake. You guys might want to see this. Belsara, are you okay?
You can't hear anything, Belsara.
Oh no.
What you see, Belsara, is a tall, red-haired, curly red-haired fae who looks at you and says, "You remember. First off, it is very difficult for me to travel to this plane quietly, and you know that. You remember that when you and I entered my contract, where I granted you powers, it gave me access to all of your thoughts and all of your memories. So, child, the best way to become the best self that you can be is to be honest with yourself. Your heart and your mind belies what you said to me yesterday. You care more about these people that you are traveling with than any other being or beast that you've encountered. Why would you lie to your patron?" And he steeples his fingers and just looks with the piercing green eyes towards you.
I feel like when you are hanging out with your friend and their parent starts yelling at them for some reason or other, and you're just kind of stood there like...
Oh, that's so funny you bring that up.
Told you.
So Varen is staring at Belsara. She's not going to say anything. She's just...
All right, child. Be honest with yourself and true to those that are around you, and your powers will increase. Be dishonest to me again, and no magic for a week. Do we understand each other?
Yep.
And with that, this took almost no time for everyone else. There's a flash of that bluish energy that is in all of the joints of Belsara. And standing next to her for just a moment is this 7-foot-tall, red-haired, incredibly beautiful fae who turns and gives a wily smile to everyone and says, "I'll see you later," and walks off through the tree, just turning his back on all of you, just not even caring. Walks into the tree gate, and it goes, and it's back to a regular tree.
Well, he's lucky I'm tired. What did he do to you? Belsara.
That's Varen. He's my patron that's stored, and she has like this little amulet that she kind of wears, but he kind of just flows around as he pleases. And she says that's my patron. Not everybody sees him, but apparently you guys did. And I guess I've been keeping this a secret for a while from this group. And she kind of just like excuse me, she walks to the tree and just like sits there.
So, Carrot, being that you are a wizard, you do have some knowledge of what it means to have a patron. And it's weird that a patron would physically manifest. So there's something important that must have happened. But there didn't seem to be any ill intent from Varen.
Guys. Faye are weird. We're weird. We appear anywhere, all over the place. We do some strange things. Very handsome. That guy was very handsome, but very strange. I hope Vel's okay. I wonder if she's in trouble. Oh,
roll a d20 for me, Carrot, and add your history.
16.
Varen has been called the father of the lost. In your knowledge, you know who Varen is. He's a collector of lost souls, if you will, not in a creepy, weird way, but in a way of, I want to make them better. So it's not an Ukatoa situation. All right, so First Watch goes by. That's the only weird thing that happened on First Watch. Kellum, is Velsara going to stay up the entire night, or is she going to enter some type of a meditative state at any point? She does have to meditate for, I think, 2 hours to get everything back.
So she's going to stay up for second watch. How many watches are there?
Usually 3.
She's going to stay up for second watch and meditate on the last one.
Okay, cool. Who's second watch?
Can Bugbear see in the... Oh, well, no, you're exhausted. You probably shouldn't be doing anything. No. Right, Gore?
For not to, but I will if we need it.
Gore will still get a full long rest, unless, of course, there's a bunch of combat that happens, which there's
That's not happening.
Twig will take second watch, and then
I will take third
watch.
Oh. All right. So the night's going by fairly uneventfully. The only thing that you're hearing is the sound of what seems to be, Twig, to your trained ear and having been through here, it sounds more like the plant eaters are walking about and just, going foraging, because most of the meat eaters are based on sight and smell. And so when you're in the dark, you can't be seen as well. So there's, you're listening and nothing really is coming close to your camp. Most of the things scent you and move away because you have the smell of basically an apex predator, if you will. So second watch goes well. Do you want to talk with Velsara? Do you want to do anything there, Twig?
Yeah, well, who was that very tall Fae person? I don't know who that was. Did you know who they were?
Mm-hmm. She repeats again. That was Varen, my patron.
How did you meet? What? And why was he here?
I guess, he's trying to help me out. I guess I said the wrong choice of words last time. When we were hiking to set up camp. And I guess, he's a fatherly figure, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
He sort of watches down on me because I never had somebody to do that for me when I was alive. So, yeah. And can Velsara go back to that tree that Varen came out of?
Certainly. That's, the tree is 5 feet from your camp. It's probably about 15 feet from your campfire. because it's on the outer ring of where you're staying. It is a very large tree. I mean, it's like probably about 10 feet across.
And can she sense if Varen's still there, or like something like that?
I am always here, child. Whether it's physically or not is another question. But I'm with you. I will be with you. I will do my best to protect you.
And she's going to... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
You must do the best to become the best you that you can be.
And she's going to just sit. Like, how large did you say the tree was?
It's about 10 feet across.
She's just going to sit underneath it and meditate whenever third watches.
Twig will take the very massive hint and just let the Velsara be. She needs to obviously think about what happened, I guess.
As you're meditating, Velsara, you actually do hear Varen in your mind go, you do realize that they are reaching out to you because they care, right? Do I need to draw you a map?
No, don't draw me a map. I don't need it.
Oh, a flow chart. Maybe we'll do a flow chart next time.
No, I don't need that either.
All
I don't
right.
need that either.
They are your friends. You know that. They have supported you all of this time. Don't shut them out. All right?
Yep.
Third watch comes around. Shelly, you're up, and again, it's a very quiet night. Like the thing, like I said, you all are giving off the smell of an apex predator for two reasons. Number one, you are apex predators, and number two, you just killed a bunch of them, and you're cooking their meat for dinner. So that happens. You all wake up in the morning. You've gotten a long rest. And so we are going to go through the hunt now, unless there's something people want to do before we make our skill challenges.
Beforehand, I don't know if Velsara can just have her shield of faith ready.
She certainly can. But
Okay.
you'd have to, if you're going to ready an action like that, you actually have to say what you're readying the action for. The best thing that you could do is make certain that you have the spell slot available for when we actually get into the combat. Yeah, you have all your spell slots back.
Okay.
So
go ahead.
Go ahead. What was your question?
She's gonna have it in case, predators come around or somebody comes around, just her shield of faith.
Cool.
So.
No problem.
Okay. Cool.
So with that, how are you trying to find a dinosaur of the proper size? Someone give me a skill that they want to use to try to do that.
Go ahead.
Oh, no, please, Torin.
No.
No, you have to. I'm Canadian, so you have to go.
Oh my gosh. I'm from the Midwest. What are we supposed to do?
Say goodbye for the next 2 hours. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. I will. Torrin's going to maybe look on the ground again for tracks of any kind, but also look up and see if there are broken branches or anything that might indicate something big was passing through here.
So what are you using? Are you using survival or perception?
I was thinking
inspection?
survival, using skills from the wild to make it happen.
Okay, give me a D20 and add your survival check.
That's a 15.
There's nothing like really high up that, well, I take that back. There are a couple branches very high up that have been broken. Like something has come through here and, pushed them aside or what have you. It doesn't look like there's a lot of vegetation that's been eaten off the trees. The thing that you notice the most is that what normally are tall grasses and ferns seem to have been munched on a bit.
All right.
Who is
Point
giving
that
me
out.
the next check?
Gore.
Team, friends. Find me an animal. Find me any kind of animal, and I can ask it we're the scariest, biggest, meanest thing in the whole jungle or wherever we are at, and maybe it can point us out and say, I would never go over there, but maybe I'll go over there. And whenever it says where the most dangerous thing is, we can follow that way, and we can find the biggest thing in the whole place, and we can find the biggest monster, and we can bring it back, and we can win.
Gore is tired. I'm gonna lay down. I'm gonna stay laying down, and I'm gonna listen on the ground, try to drown out Carrot, and just try to feel vibrations.
Okay. Give me a perception check.
Without having to move too much right now.
Right.
8.
No, you don't. You do
We
have advantages, by the
thanks
way.
to Dave.
DM Dave gave you all advantages.
Dave.
But
Why doesn't anyone like the DM?
So I'm level 1 exhausted though, still.
Oh.
Yeah.
So I think actually it will. That's disadvantage on ability check, so this could be even funnier. I'm not going to use that advantage right now.
Okay.
But it's not going to be any better than 8.
Okay. So you don't hear anything because you're just like, Carrot, shut
I blame
up.
Carrot.
Okay. Carrot, you had an idea. You were going to try to talk to an animal, and there is, on the next to one of the trees, there's a small, it looks almost like a turtle, but its shell is kind of odd. It's not big by any means. It's bigger than you are, Carrot, but it's kind of like the size of a Galapagos tortoise. You could talk to it using a charge to do speak with animal if you'd like.
I will do that.
Okay, now I need you to make a persuasion check.
Okay.
And before you make that check, tell me how you're going to talk to it. Tell me what you're going to say.
I'm going to go, turtle friend, where's the biggest, where is the biggest, meanest monster in the whole jungle? Where would you not go that we want to go?
I'm giving you advantage for that one just because I'm laughing. So go ahead and roll with advantage on persuasion.
18 and a 17 on the die. That's good. Persuasion plus 5. 23.
The turtle kind of looks at you and goes, all right, I move slowly, but I'm not slow. Biggest, meanest, big teeth. Is that what you're looking for?
Yes. Big teeth.
And he cranes his head around. It almost goes all the way around. Goes back there. There's something back there that most of the others don't want to see. Have you got anything to eat? Ferns are getting tiring.
Yes. Let me get you some food. Thank you. And I will reach in my pouch and pull out all sorts of berries and snacks and fruits and just, here you go. Thank you. As I'm like petting it.
And it just looks at you and goes, wow, thanks, man. Be very careful because there's a lot of sharpness there that, even my shell probably couldn't handle all of it. And you look kind of squishy. So be careful, okay?
I am. But Gore's not squishy. Gore will kill them all. Chop them all up.
Well, I can only hope so because I'd really like to not be bothered when I'm eating around here.
Okay.
Thanks, man. and it goes and chomps on all the berries and stuff that you've left it, and it seems very happy. It just kind of and sits down and retracts into its shell. And because the Speak with Animals is still going, you hear it snoring.
I will fly back to the party.
Just hang out with that turtle forever. Fine.
Torn, boss, boss, torn, boss. I talked to the turtle. He had lots of words to say. I was trying to talk very, very slowly, but I couldn't talk so slowly. But he said,
That's all right.
he said the biggest, baddest, best, it's over that way, but it's very sharp. It's got very sharp teeth and it's got very spikes and the turtle doesn't want to fight it. And the turtle would rather be left alone by it so it can eat all its fruit and berries in peace. But we should go over there.
No, that sounds perfect, Carrot. Good work.
So you have 2 successes and 1 failure.
All right.
You need to get a 3rd success before you get a 2nd failure.
I would like to use acrobatics and scale a tree, one of the tallest trees in the area, just to see if I can see maybe a flying beast. If we could find something big enough would be good. So I want to use my acrobatic skills, or I could use my Gory used perception, so never mind. But,
yep. We've had nature check, perception, persuasion, and now acrobatics. Give me your acrobatics check.
all right.
Oh, Twig.
Go Twig. That is a 21.
Very nice.
Thank you.
You using, your acrobatics and your clawed feet, you get all the way up to the top, near the top of that tree that Varen actually came out of, because it's the largest tree near you. And you're looking around and you look and there are very large pterosaurs. However, you start thinking about it and you're like, okay, so I'm a bird. They're bird-like. Their bones have got to be hollow in order to fly like that. Shit, he'd crush him if he sat on one of them. God, all right. So you're looking around and you're like, okay, they can't use, Bloodhoof can't use a flying mount from here. Maybe if we went somewhere else. And you're kind of, you look down and all of a sudden you see a tree go about probably 300 feet from where you're standing.
All right, I will slide down the tree like a fireman's pole. I'll be like, Carrot, get ready. Something's coming our way and we're going to go meet it.
It's actually fell further away from you than closer to you.
We're going to chase it.
And it fell like away from you. I need you to roll a dexterity save to avoid splinters. I'm kidding.
I was going to do it. I'm happy to.
So you've gotten your 3 successes and you've only gotten 1 failure. So if we could go ahead and go to the battle map and have you all. Yeah.
Right, Gore. You did your best.
1 failure.
Go ahead and position yourselves on this map wherever you'd like to be. You have started moving towards where those trees were falling.
Where did that failure come from?
Gore actually failed to do a
Perception.
oh my god, perception check. Yeah.
Oh, so they count as success. Okay, I see now. Okay.
Yeah. In these type of challenges, it's the 3 and 2 challenge. You need to get 3 successes before you get 2 failures. If you had gotten 2 failures, you'd be basically wandering aimlessly in the woods for a while and be ambushed. But you got 3 successes before 2 failures, so you know where you're going.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to cast Mage Armor.
Ooh,
okay.
Smart. Gore,
yourselves...
that wasn't your fault, though. I mean, you're tired. Things have been difficult for us, so don't let it get to your head.
I don't feel I gave it my all. I
right.
do take it a little personally. You guys all did. Twig went up in that tree, nearly got some splinters on the way down. I just laid on the ground and listened. I mean, I feel
Listen, we
Like, I
all have
failed the
different
group.
skills. Everything's going to be okay. Just save your energy, and we can smash some things together.
All right, I would like you all to, like I said, position yourselves on here. So we got Twig, we got Gore, Torin. Are you three together?
Who's in the? Sorry.
That's Torin there.
That's Robbie.
Twig. So, a ways away from you, it looks like about 100 feet away. You've walked a while, and now you're 100 feet away from them. Okay, thank you. 105, 120. There are 3 triceratops grazing in this open area. They are huge. You size them up, and Beth Torin is looking at it and going, yeah, he could ride one of those sons of bitches.
Torin will sort of turn to Gore, since Gore's closest, and just say, I think these are big enough, but are they tough enough for someone like Bloodhoof?
I mean, that one looks real angry.
It's true.
I think they might be.
You know what? It doesn't hurt to have options. Maybe we go for it. We've got, a few of those magic stone things, and maybe we should just do it.
It's kind of a back pocket thing.
Love it.
And as a reminder, the magic capture stones work best if the creature is lower on health or in some ways incapacitated.
In some way. So we don't necessarily have to beat it up. Although I kind of can't believe I'm saying that. I think it's because I'm tired. But we could cast something.
If they could be affected by sleep, and you could put them to sleep, that would be one way to incapacitate them. If you had some way of getting them to the point where they have lost all dexterity modifiers, that also can be considered incapacitated. If there's a way that you can drain one of their abilities down to 0, that would be incapacitated as well.
Fear. The ring is all I can think about.
Fear will not incapacitate them. Fear will make them run away.
That could be fun too.
I can compel people with a command. What if I were to tell it to sleep? Does that count if it's for a creature that you see within range? Is this a creature?
Man, they have to understand the language that you're speaking, I believe. We can double check that, but that's actually it's a good idea.
Yeah. I don't speak Triceratops, unfortunately. That's not one of my chosen languages.
Or, guys, hear me out. There's 3 of them, and Bloodhoof would like to have a new mount. But what if we gave him 2 and kept one for ourselves, Torin?
I mean, it's certainly an idea. He could have all 3, and they can pull him on a chariot or something. It's just going into battle. Imagine that. I mean,
or he
we'd have
could
to
ride
beat
their
Bob.
backs.
We got to beat him up. We got to knock him down and drag him out.
they're just grazing. It feels wrong. Well, I mean, we got to do something.
Imagine the life they will have as a amount of Bloodhoof. There will be a moment of pain, probably, but
yeah.
I mean, Bloodhoof likes to break his own mounts, as in, get them breaking a horse, getting it used to it. However, his last mount, his giant saber tooth, which again, no one has ever seen another one like it. It was pampered and it was well cared for. I mean, servants galore, just brushing it every day, giving it catnip, whatever it wanted.
All right, that makes me feel a lot better about it. So are we just going to go in and try to hurt these things, or does anybody have anything specific?
Command will not work on these because they do not understand your language.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Do I get the feeling this is what the turtle was talking about?
There's no sharp teeth.
Yeah.
The turtle
He's-
mentioned sharp teeth.
I get wanting to be safe, but we could also use them as bait.
That is fair.
But
How far away, Twig, was that tree that you saw fall down? Is that here or?
It's here. They're
Here?
eating
Okay.
the leaves off that tree that they pushed down.
Gotcha.
The three of them worked together to put. It looks like they worked together to push down the tree.
Well, and Carrot, the turtle said it's this way. This is the direction for the big scary.
I
Is that
believe
right?
that was this direction, but it said
Yes.
it's teeth and spikes and teeth and
Yeah.
lots of teeth, and these things don't look like they have those big mean teeth. They're kind of chewing on trees, right?
Yeah, they're
think-
eating
I
the
believe
leaves
it.
on the tree that they knocked down, and several of the ferns around there have chew marks out of them, etc.
Twig, I think you were onto something there. What do you think we should do if we're going to use them as bait?
this is a hard rock in a hard place because Kay has never been hunting, has not.
Okay,
Thinks that
So Twig thinks about this, and I'm giving you this because, like you said, you've never been hunting. The thing that normally attracts predators is either an injured animal, the smell of blood, the sight of an animal that it knows to be a prey item, or something similar to that. So we're talking about if you're wanting to use them as some type of a bait, you're going to either have to do damage to them so that they bleed, somehow subdue them so that they're tied to a place, or force them to make sounds of distress.
I just remember that Belsara has a vial of bugbear blood, and I was thinking we could use it as like she could. I don't know if it's Triceratops, but like to trail it to like. Because that just rang a bell, like you said, the smell of blood. So I don't know if she can like scatter it and like.
I am going to tell you one other thing. Predators generally can determine whether or not something that's bleeding is going to be prey or predator, right? So apex predator or other type of predator. Now, something big with sharp teeth is probably considered the apex around here. But just like bears and mountain lions and other things here in our real world, once they've been hunted, they start developing a fear and a sense of what these things that are hunting them smell like or are like. So it's a good idea, but thinking about it that way, the bugbear blood might actually be a deterrent versus an attractant. Because if these things that are the big meanies with the sharp teeth have ever encountered a bugbear before and seen or been beaten by it, then it would go away from that smell.
What do
Okay.
y'all think about if we were to kind of combine these ideas together? Like if we were to try to get at least one of them with the stone so that we have something on the back burner, we could maybe injure the others, and then, I mean, we could smack them and have them run, and maybe that would lure something. We could just herd them together or draw something here. But I mean, I think we should definitely try to capture at least one of these things.
So
Just
I
in
do
case.
hope that y'all are watching the map a little bit.
Oh my.
Gore says, sounds good to me, pulls them all out and runs in.
All right.
All right.
Oh, no.
So y'all are getting a surprise round
Nice.
because you did the 3 successes. So y'all get a chance to do one thing. Gore, I am going to let you be, if you want to choose one of these 3 to attack, please feel free to move yourself to that point. and do your attack.
I will pick that angry looking one that I think looks angry.
Okay.
And I will, as a bonus action, rage.
Okay.
And then I will swing.
All right. Roll to hit.
26.
That definitely hits. Give me your damage.
All right. That is 11.
So
However,
13.
15. However, I'm going first in the round. So as a bugbear, I believe I get surprise attack damage. I'm going before him in a surprise round.
Yeah.
So an additional 4.
So you did a total of 17 because 11 plus 4, 15, and then plus 2
I'm
for
raging.
your rage. Yeah.
Thanks. Yeah, I forgot about that again.
Not a problem. The maul impacts its shoulder, and it lifts its head from grazing and snorts at you.
Can I take my second attack as well on this?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, okay. Then that will be 23.
Definitely
Swinging like
hits.
crazy. And not a great roll. 8,
So 10.
10, and I think the surprise damage is only
I think it's only on the first attack.
if you hit a creature with an attack roll, the creature takes an extra 2d6 if it hasn't taken a turn yet.
Okay,
But
so
I
roll
guess-
2d6.
Okay. 8. So 8 plus
18.
8 plus 2.
18 points of damage. It doesn't look happy, but it's kind of like,
Come on! I'll yell.
okay, who's next?
I'll go.
Okay, what are you going to do?
As I say that nervously, I'll go. Unfortunately, I don't have my token up there. I'm just going to move to the one to the left.
Okay, where do you want to go?
The one to the left.
Like
Just
there?
right up there, if I can.
Oh, all the way up? Okay, cool.
30 feet speed walking, so
You all are getting there at the same time because I'm assuming that y'all kind of coordinated stuff. So
Okay.
I'm letting you get up to the creatures if you want to and
Okay.
get your attack round. That's why you rolled 3 successes.
got it. Well then, I am going to, let me see if this is an action. Yeah, this is what I want. As an action, so, well, Sarah has her shield of faith, so her bonus action's already taken care of. So,
Okay.
which adds +2 to her AC.
Nice.
So, what?
I said nice. Go ahead.
Okay, so she's gonna use her cantrip of primal savagery, which I channel primal magic to cause teeth or fingernails to sharpen, and it delivers a corrosive attack. So it's a melee spell attack against one creature within 5 feet, and yeah.
So roll your 2 hit and add roll a 20 and add 6. Or just click on the +6 on primal
I'm gonna
savagery.
use advantage. Thanks, Dave. Really appreciate it because that first roll was a 7. So I'm gonna
Go
roll
ahead.
one more time. Thanks, Dave. Appreciate you. I won't this go away? Oh my god. Sorry, my D&D Beyond is being a total butthead.
No problem.
I can't say what I really want to say, but it's being a total butt. What was I? So advantage. So 7. Please be better. Oh, 12. Is it 12? 12. 12. 12.
You reach out with your nails and you claw at the thing, and that frill, that bony frill, it just turns and deflects your claws just barely. You missed it by just like that freaking much.
Ah, damn it.
Okay.
And
You've done your bonus action, you've done your move, and you've done your action. Because bonus action was Shield of Faith, right?
Yeah, so she just has 16 to her armor class, which is better than what she has. So I can't. So I did my action, my bonus action.
Yep,
I can't move,
more.
can I?
Nope.
Okay.
Because your movement was to get up to it.
Okay, so
I'm going to throw it to Torin. What are you going to do?
Help me.
All right. So Torin is going to come up to where Velsera was as well, and as he's sort of making his way over there, as the group is coming forward, he pulls out his rope that he has and his pack on his back, and fashions a little bit of a lasso. Now, we're not going to go full cowboy here, but he wants to sort of get behind and put sort of like the lasso on the ground, wait for it to maybe like step into it, and then try to just get it so he's got something tied up. Eventually, I think he's going to want to try to run around in a circle and make him fall over.
Okay. This is going to be a grapple attempt.
Can't wait.
So what I need you to do is make a strength check.
Cool. Okay.
And they are going to make an opposing strength check because they don't have acrobatics or...
Am I allowed to...
Going to use my advantage.
Oh, well, I was going to give Torin guidance, but never mind. Never mind.
You can't do that because you've already cast. Nice.
That's a dirty 20.
You throw the rope out in front of it, and you yank as you see it step in, and its leg gets pulled off to the side a little bit, and it looks towards you, and as it swings its head, its nose horn gets tangled in the rope, and so its nose and its front paw are kind of pulled down towards each other.
I'm sorry, friend.
You succeeded in grappling a Triceratops.
Yeah. Cool.
Twig, what are you going to do?
All right. So I am going to run up. Oh, that's the wrong thing. I'm going to run up right behind Gore. And I imagine, so I'm going to use my rapier, which has a 5-foot reach. And so I imagine as Gore is like making huge swings, I'm stabbing where I can, just like find space in between.
5 foot. How does your rapier have a 5-foot reach?
It says it does under range.
Okay, range meaning it doesn't mean that it gives you. The only thing you can attack is something that's basically right in front of you with your rapier.
Okay.
So if you're going to do that with Gore,
So I'm at 10. Okay.
my suggestion would be to put yourself either right here.
Yeah, right behind, probably.
Yeah, so that you now both get advantage on that.
Okay.
So roll your 2 hit with advantage.
Awesome. That is 25 to hit. I hope that hits.
Yeah, definitely hits. I mean, these are huge creatures, so they're not difficult to hit. They have natural armor, but they're not difficult to actually strike.
Nice.
Roll your damage.
Will I get sneak attack because it's engaged
Yes,
and
do,
I got advantage?
You have advantage, yep.
Nice. So let's see. 3d6 plus. So 15 on the sneak attack and 12 on the regular rapier damage.
27 total. Okay.
Cool. Can I use a bonus action to hide even if I'm engaged or?
No.
That's fair. Okay.
I'm not going to let that go. I will give you, I'll give you this if you want to take and use your bonus action to try to use one of the capture orbs. You may.
Oh.
And to do that, you need to do a dexterity attack. So do dex plus your oh oh my God, what is it called? Your standard dexterity attack, like dex plus your proficiency bonus. Thank you. And roll that and see if you can hit.
Awesome. Out of the two we've kind of been dealing with, which one is more?
The only one that has any damage on it is this one that you're right behind.
And the other one is in the midst of being tied up. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I will try to use the capture orb.
Okay.
So dex plus proficiency, you said, yeah?
Yes.
Nat 20, so that's 27.
You throw it, and the orb shatters on the back of the Triceratops.
I broke it. No.
You have to. And this almost lightning-like energy arcs out and surrounds the thing. And the Triceratops is confused for a moment and tries to hit with its horn the energy bars that are forming around it, and it is totally encased in a pearlescent bubble that starts shrinking down. And at the end, it's about the size of a softball.
That was a success, I'm hoping?
Yes. Because you got a natural 20, he had to roll his saving throw at a disadvantage. He initially got a 19, but the disadvantage sent it down to a 3.
Holy jeez, okay. I'll take it.
He is captured. This one is captured. Come on.
I'll say sorry, Gore. You're in the midst of...
No, this is what we want. You did really well. Go team us.
Where's the net?
Excuse me. And I step over to whack the other one.
Is Velsara by anybody? No.
You are near Torin. You are within 10 feet of Torin.
I don't know if I need to yell this, but sorry, I was gonna just say, I don't know why. I don't think I'm that far. I don't know if Torin can hear. Hey Torin, how many beasts do we have to catch before? Just one? Can I get away from this? I don't like it. She's just gonna slur them.
I mean, I think we should keep going.
Okay. Carrot, what's your surprise round?
Carrot is going to fly up much closer to all of them, not quite in melee range, and decide that maybe taking care of one of these at a time would be good. So I'm going to try to use fear on the one that's all by itself.
This one?
Yes.
All right.
It is a DC 13 intelligence check.
Is it intelligence or is it constitution? Save.
It just says save DC 13.
Well, that's fine.
So if I click
10,
on it.
15, 20, 25, 30. Doesn't matter. He rolled super low. So that one's running away from you as fast as it can.
It was a wisdom save, actually.
Oh, well, let's try the wisdom. Yeah, no, it's still 15. No, actually, okay, so 13 was the DC?
Yes.
If it's a wisdom save, it actually made it save with that roll. All right. So now I'd like everyone to make initiative rolls.
So that was just a surprise attack, a surprise round.
Yes,
so now we're in
was.
real initiative.
Yes, it was.
Okay.
Yes, it is.
Okay. Oh boy.
That's a 10 for me. Whew.
Of course I roll low. I have a 5.
I'm going to
You
use my
say that.
advantage.
You say that, but you don't know how low they rolled.
Oh, yeah, true. Never mind.
Okay, so you used your advantage there, and you got a 14. Carrot, what'd you roll?
I used an advantage too, but wow, I rolled a pair of ones.
Oh, no.
Giving me a 5.
Okay. Top of the round. Twig, you're up.
Ah, yeah. I'm gonna shoot the not feared Triceratops in the butt with my hand crossbow.
Okay, so you're shooting. Where's my?
The one on the bottom.
Okay, cool. Roll your 2 hit.
That's a nat 1. Oh yeah.
It bounces off the creature's scaly hide with no damage, and thing is kind of like,
Okay, I will. I'll step back into the foliage a little bit.
roll your stealth check.
Yeah. That's 17.
That's not bad. All right, Gore. By the way, is anyone picking up the orb? You're far from it, Belisira.
Am I? Okay, well.
It's right here.
I thought it shattered.
Well,
It shatters, it forms energy, and then it becomes a pearlescent ball about the size of a softball.
It's right next to me?
Yeah.
I'll scoop it up.
Bonus action to scoop it up. All right.
Yep. And then I'll look over at Torin and I'll say, "Are we grappling this one?"
yeah.
Can I help?
Yeah, get in on this.
Okay, I will run and dive and land on the already kind of tied up guy.
All right. Give me an acrobatics check.
Yes.
Yep.
I'm just picturing Dr.
This
Alan
is-
Grant leaning on a Triceratops with it breathing.
I'm picturing Steve Irwin going, and this gator's got a lot of teeth, and I'm just gonna hang on, jump on.
Crikey.
Crikey!
This is a skill check, is it?
Yeah, you're doing an acrobatics check
Okay, because I am
with advantage because this thing is.
Okay.
This thing is grappled currently.
So that'll cancel out my exhaustion disadvantage.
Yes.
Which is fine because I rolled a 26.
Ooh.
Yeah. Okay. You are on its back. You have multiple choices now. You can attempt a strength or dexterity check to assist with the grapple and make it have disadvantage at trying to break the grapple. You could make an animal handling check to try to start to break the creature and make it so that it would be a rideable thing. Or you could make an attack. You'll only get one attack this round, but you could make an attack.
I think I'd like to try let's see. So if I did a dexterity check, that would be like an ability check too, right?
Yeah.
This exhaustion is the worst.
Animal handling would be a skill check, which I don't believe is counted in exhaustion.
Just ability checks is the disadvantage. Well, it goes against my grain, but I will try animal handling.
Okay, please move your character token to the basically right here. But we will know that you are on top of the creature.
Oh, I am on this guy. And that's a 20, dirty 20 for my animal handling.
Nice.
Somebody knows how to handle animals, I guess.
So now I got to go down to Triceratops B, also known as Littlefoot.
No. Oh man, why?
Not making it any better.
God.
Can I see Gore on this Triceratops?
Oh God, yes. Gore is like right behind the frill, holding on to the frill, going, "Turn this way, turn
Hi, Gore.
this way."
You're doing great, buddy.
And it's just like, oh wait, it's you succeeded. Well done.
No, not Littlefoot. No.
Torin, you're up.
Gonna eat Littlefoot later.
Oh no. So I still have more length of rope left, and so I
Yep.
know I've got it around 1 foot, and you said the nose horn.
Yeah.
I'd like to take it and kind of bring it around like behind it to like get more limbs entangled if possible.
3 choices for you:
Please.
animal handling,
Mhm.
strength, or dex check.
Okay. I'm gonna go with strength. I think he's really trying to just like cinch everything together to get this guy in a position that he's not moving anywhere.
Okay, you have advantage to this because Shelly is because Gore's on its back and got a successful animal handling on it. So go ahead and do your roll with advantage.
21.
You have gotten all 4 of its legs are now, its horn is down to 1 leg, and you've run the rope around the other 4 legs. This thing is not going to be moving.
Can I still have a bonus action?
Yes.
Can I take out my orb and give it a go?
Go ahead.
All right. What do I have to do
Dexterity
to that?
attack.
Dexterity attack.
Actually, wait. You're close enough. You could choose to use your regular melee attack.
Okay. Yeah.
So basically, you're walking up and going smash onto its
So
skin.
like an unarmed strike.
Yeah.
Kind of. Okay. Okay. That is a 13.
You do hit. And the lightning goes out and encompasses the Triceratops. Shelly, I would like Gore to make an acrobatics check.
Oh no.
Beat a 10.
Wait, you're muted.
I said natural 20 right there. Get it right there.
Nice.
Yes.
Okay. So you see you see Torin go smash, and you're like, oh shit.
Ooh.
And then jump off the Triceratops just in time as the energy surrounds it. And this one, it goes, it pulses down and pushes out again and then just slams down.
Sorry, Gore. I got excited.
No.
So now you have another pearlescent little orb that seems to contain a Triceratops.
Perfect.
Stop apologizing to me, you guys. This is great.
All right. Carrot, you're up.
Guys, you're doing great. Let me see if I can make this one easier. To catch. Watch this. I'm going to use 2 of my sorcery points to cast Mind Sliver. So intelligence 16 save.
Just a poor dumb dinosaur.
But this will be Mike's nat 20, isn't it?
No, it fails. It fails miserably. The giant carrot appears and pierces into its skull, and out of its nose and mouth, it just goes, and this gout of blood comes out. Tell me how much damage you did, Carrot.
It's 5 points of psychic damage. And because I used 2 sorcery points to make that a bonus action, I'm going to use my action to use enlarge reduce on it. So I'm going to attempt to reduce it.
What's the saving throw on that one? I believe it's con.
It is a con save, but you are at a negative D4, my friend, because that's what my spell just did.
Oh, bastard.
Okay.
That's
Con 16.
yeah, that's definitely a failure, even though I'm gonna roll both. Okay. Oh, look, it got a 2.
Oh.
So it reduces in size, or did you try to enlarge it?
No, I'm going to reduce it.
So it is now
halved in all dimensions.
It is now a large creature instead of being a huge creature.
Yep.
All right.
And then I'm going to move away. Guys, it's smaller. Wrap that one up. I'll be over here.
Belsara.
You're muted too.
I was gonna say, where's Carrot? Where's my little buddy?
Carrot's right here.
Okay.
You're right here.
Who's holding the orbs?
No one's picked up the orb that Torin just created. So that's still available to be picked up. If you wanted to use a bonus action and grab that one, that's completely possible.
And where's Torin? Sorry.
Torin's right here.
Okay. Sorry, I'm just trying to see where everybody is.
You're good.
And where's the little tiny Triceratops?
He's not little tiny. He's still bigger than you.
Oh.
But he's a large creature now, so he's about the size of a horse or a camel.
Oh. Okay, that's what reduce does. Good to know.
Yep.
Well, can I try to move up as that counts as an action?
Movement is a move action, so you'd still have an action. So you used your bonus action to pick up the orb and stow it.
I don't think I'm going to pick up the orb yet.
Okay.
So I'm going to move up as close as I can to the oh, wow.
Like that?
That's real close. Yeah, no, that works perfectly because I'm going to sorry, I have so many spells. I could use anything if I really wanted to. Do I still have my Shield of Faith or no? Or
yeah, your Shield of Faith is there for a number of rounds. I'll have to double check it, but I thought it was minutes. But you let's just assume that you still have it.
Okay, so there's nobody around me, is there? Or
no, the closest that you are there, the thing that you're closest to is the Triceratops. Shield of Faith lasts up to 10 minutes.
Okay.
It's a concentration spell, so if you cast any other spells that have the C next to them for concentration, you will have to drop Shield of Faith.
Okay. So Shield of Faith will keep me from getting hurt, hopefully, because I'm going to just cast a cantrip of Sacred Flame, and the target must succeed on a Dexterity saving throw or take 1d8 radiant damage.
Okay, what's the saving throw? Dexterity?
Yeah.
Okay, roll your damage because it failed.
Heck yeah. Well, oh my lord. So, that's a 7. Hopefully that doesn't burn me.
No, it'll only affect the creature that you cast on.
Okay, so that was an action, and then does Shield of Faith just still count as my bonus action?
No, you have a Shield of Faith is always up unless something hits you and you fail a concentration.
Okay.
Concentration check.
Do I have any? I think I'm just gonna. Can I hold a bonus action?
No.
No, you can't. Then I'm all set. I'm gonna stay where I am then.
Okay.
I'm good.
Cool.
Mm.
It's the Triceratops' turn.
Oh boy. No.
You get an attack of opportunity, Valsara, as the Triceratops has turned its tail and is running.
I don't know what an attack of opportunity is.
If you have a melee weapon out, you may use it to strike at the creature that's running away from you.
Does daggers count? Or no?
Yeah, daggers
Yeah,
count, definitely.
Okay. She just has it. She just always carries it anyway.
Okay.
Okay.
So roll a melee attack with your daggers.
That are already poisoned, so you know.
Mm-hmm.
They have been. Is it just one roll?
Yep.
Okay. Oh jeez. Sorry. Okay. Huh, you good. 19.
That definitely hits.
Woo! Cool.
So roll your
Okay.
damage.
Like I said, that's
It's poisonous, yes. So the question is, what is the DC on the poison? I'm assuming it's a con check.
let me look. Poison. You want me to look at what now? I'm sorry.
What's the DC on the poison?
When a creature takes damage from the coded weapon or ammunition, DC is 14. Sorry.
It
So I would
failed.
use
So what does it take for damage then?
2d8 poison damage plus the damage that's caused from the dagger itself.
So roll 1d4 for your dagger, for your damage for your dagger.
Actually, I have a plus to it. I have
Okay.
a 1d4 plus 3.
Okay, so
So-
roll that.
So that's a 4. And then
Okay.
so 2d8.
2d8. Yep.
So 4 plus. Four plus 7 is 11.
Excellent.
Woohoo! Cool.
You put a nasty gash in its side as it's running away.
Yeah.
All right.
Just gonna like right in the back. If I can, if I can, or I don't know if.
Yeah,
I'm
you
throwing
were
it.
stabbing at it as it's running, and
Yeah.
you hit it at the shoulder point, and it's running, and so you opened up a wound halfway down its body.
Nice. Okay.
Should we chase it?
We
Let's-
should follow it, probably.
I'm ready to go. Let's go. Somebody grab that orb.
Yeah, I'll scoop it up because it's right by me.
Okay.
Belsara's just gonna start running. She's just gonna, if she can. Yeah.
I've got the other one in case nobody saw that.
Yeah.
As you're starting to take off after the beast, you hear and with that, we're going to take a break.
Ah!
Oh my
Oh
god.
no!
So our party is was fighting Triceratops. One of them started to run away, and a thunderous roar was heard through the jungle. And so now we're back at it.
Okay.
Out of this ruin that is here, a Tyrannosaurus Rex charges forward and attacks the Triceratops that you had been attacking. In one fateful bite, the Triceratops is put down. And the T-Rex tears a large chunk out of its flesh and eats it. And then its head swivels.
No.
As it smells and sees the party. And I apologize. I'm going to ask y'all to run and do initiative again because I did not copy it over.
Oh, no, this is good.
16.
13.
I did markedly worse this time. I got an 8.
Oh, no.
Garrett, what'd you get?
21.
Ooh,
21.
Garrett.
Holy cow.
I mean, I got a 9. I mean, that's 4 plus.
That's better than I'm
Better than a
just
5.
gonna say better than what you could have gotten, right? Everyone could have gotten a 1.
Oof.
All right. Carrot, you're up. This thing, your reduced Triceratops, is Mausetote.
Guys. The Triceratops? My bad. I guess it was too small of a snack. I guess we're going to do something quick and take care of this big beast. I think Bloodhoof is really going to like this one. Let's go get him. And I'm going to cast Haste on Torin.
Oh,
Nice.
thank you. Oh,
All right.
boy.
Do you have any bonus actions or movement that you want to do?
I will move behind Gore.
Okay. Gore, you're up.
I lock eyes with it and charge in. I think I can reach it. Oh no, I can't. Okay, I'll run my full movement. I don't know if I need to rage again. We didn't really do any attacks this last round.
You are still raging
Okay.
because this is basically top of the round.
Yeah.
For the new encounter, and there was no downtime.
I could dash, but then I'll be right up in its face. That seems like what I would do, though. So I will do my movement and my bonus to dash.
Okay.
And I guess that's it.
So do barbarians get a bonus action of dash, or do they just get?
No, I'm using my
Your
bonus
movement and your action.
Yeah. Yep. To
Okay.
do the full movement, which would be 80 feet, which covers the distance.
You have a bonus action still. If you have anything that you can do that isn't a second attack, because you have to make your first attack first.
Seems like the right time to frenzy again. I was kind of hanging on to it.
Get it.
Yeah, I'm gonna frenzy. I mean, we can take a nap after this, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Good.
Okay.
Good call. Okay. So, Torin, you're up, and you are hasted. So that means you have double movement.
I am very excited about this. Okay, I am going to use my doubled movement to get right up next to this T-Rex.
Okay.
So Also, I've never been hasted before. This is so cool. So I'm gonna take out the battle axe,
Yep.
and I'm just gonna give it a solid swipe just for
Okay.
starters.
So as an action, how many attacks do you normally get?
2.
Okay, so you get 3 attacks this round because you used your movement. Next
Okay.
round, you'll get 4 attacks if you're stationary.
Okay. Actually, just for funsies, I'm going to use for a bonus action as I'm coming up. As a Minotaur, I have the ability Goring Rush.
There you go.
So I'm gonna make a melee attack with my horns as a bonus action.
Okay, do that.
Yeah. Okay. So that's an 11.
You come in
I
with
miss.
your horns and you hit what amounts to the bony scales
Yeah.
that are right at its knuckle.
It's all right.
And it just no damage.
I follow right up with a swipe from my battle axe.
2 swipes from your battle axe.
2 swipes from my battle axe. 14.
14 does in fact hit.
Okay. So that'll be for 11 points of damage, and then he'll take another one. Whew. That's
Nice.
a 24 to hit. For 6 points of damage. And then I still have another action.
No, you've used
Okay.
you used your bonus action for the horns.
Right.
You get 2 attacks per action, right?
Yeah.
And that horns is what? So you get 1 more attack because you're hasted.
Okay. I'm gonna do another. Yeah, I'm just gonna do another battle axe this one.
Definitely hits.
25, okay, and 7 points of damage. Just slicing its ankles.
It's nonplussed by that.
That's fair.
Belsara.
My turn's just easy. Can I move up next to Twig?
Yes. You just want to move right.
And then,
I'm on the wrong
As a
one.
cantrip, which is an action, I want to get Twig guidance.
Nice.
That's it.
So Twig, you get a plus 1d4
You're
on
welcome.
anything that you want to do this round.
And then
I'm going to extend it because it's normally just on ability checks, but I'm going to allow you to use it on a 2-hit roll as well.
Awesome.
Also, I was gonna say, this is for you, Twig. You're welcome. And then just stay there. Just stay there.
Okay.
Because I'm assuming she's Shield of Faith, right? No. Yes. No. No.
You
So-
still have Shield of Faith
So she's gonna
because
just
we
kind of.
had no downtime between the 2 encounters. Basically, the T-Rex stole your Triceratops,
Mhm.
and you're now sitting here and trying to
Shield a little
you know,
bit of Twig, because Twig, I don't know how small or big Twig is, so she's just gonna try to shield Twig a little.
Okay. No one's
That's
been injured, so you're all at full health.
I just like to be safe. You
Okay,
know.
cool.
Okay,
Twig,
that's it.
you're up.
Big. Well, thanks, Vilsara. This is gonna really help guide my arrows. But I need to get closer to hit reliably with my crossbow. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and then I think I should be within 30 feet. Yeah, awesome.
Nice.
So I will use my hand crossbow, and I get 1d4.
Okay, so roll your 2-hit and add 1d4 to it.
So that's 12, but I don't think I've used my advantage.
No, you have
yet.
not. So go ahead and roll again.
Do I roll the d4 again, or do I just use the same d4?
No, you use the same D. What did you roll on the D4?
2.
So 19 is going to definitely hit.
Yeah, and that's plus 8. I think I just rolled a d20. So Yeah, so I hit. Awesome. Let's see. So that is 11 piercing damage. And then do I have sneak attack?
Yes, you do, because it is engaged with some of your allies.
Not friends, just allies. That's fine. 10.
Whatever you want to call them. Buddies, allies, friends,
Pals.
amigos. Yeah.
Yeah, what are we to you?
Mes amis. Okay. Well, we'll have this conversation when we're getting our boons, okay?
Fair,
This is not the time.
So 21 total points of damage.
Yeah, awesome. And then
The arrow actually sticks right here, and its jaw seems to be caught for a little while until it goes rah, and just opens it and breaks your bolt. Bonus action?
Wave. I'll wave, and I don't think I need to hide. So let me see if I have. I don't really have any bonus actions, so I'll take. Maybe, yeah, did my movement and everything. I'm done. Sorry.
You have the bonus. I'm reminding you of this
Of the
because
sphere.
you have the bonus action of either trying the sphere or hiding.
Mm-hmm. I'll try the sphere because we have a bunch. And
Okay, roll a Dex 2 hit.
I got a nat 1.
Yeah, you whiffed.
Nice.
The sphere went wide, and you've captured a fern.
Oh, good. I like plants.
Okay. This T-Rex is very angry at Torin. Torin did the most damage to it this last round.
It's fair.
Its massive head comes down towards you. You don't have more than a 22, do you?
With haste, I have a 21.
$32 points of damage.
Okay. No
Tail
bigs.
swipe. And Gore, your AC is not better than 22, is it?
No.
Take 18 points of damage, please.
I'll half it because I'm raging.
That's correct. So 9 points of damage. All right. Top of the round.
Was that
Parrot.
a tail or something?
Yeah, that was the tail strike.
Okay.
The head came down and chomped on Torin and just, and let it go. Let Torin go because armor. And the tail swung around and smacked you, Gore.
A brief moment of panic. I look at Torin just for a second. Flashes across Gore's face.
We're good.
Time to get closer. Time to get closer. Let's see what I can do. Maybe I can help out. I will fly 30 feet closer. And I will cast Mind Sliver on this crazy beast. So intelligence 16 save, please.
Jesus. Good choice. Definitely does not save. What's the damage?
Ooh. Max damage, 12 points of psychic damage. And its next saving throw until the end of my next turn gets a negative D4.
Excellent.
Guys. Hit it with a spell. Hit it with a spell to be very effective.
Carrot, what's your passive perception?
16.
Oh.
Give me a perception roll.
Why?
Yeah.
21.
What do you mean, why? There's nothing wrong with this.
Never ask why.
It went away. Damn it.
Is this the baby?
No, this isn't the baby.
A baby named Littlefoot or whatever.
No, these ones are named, fuck you up and gonna eat your ass. So yeah, they're not named anything.
Okay.
There goes our G rating for tonight.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's right. Would you please zoom out just a little bit, Miko?
Guys, shit. That way.
A little more. Move over. Oh, there you go.
He's got a friend. I don't like his friend. Oh boy.
Gore, you're up.
Well, I am. So could I, with my movement, circle around to the back of him so that Torin and I can flank without getting an attack of opportunity?
Yes.
Okay, I want to first do that for my movement.
Put your token right here.
Oh, don't have it up.
Oh, right here.
Don't have it
I'll
up.
move it for you.
Oh, cool.
Right there. So now you're flanking.
All right. So I get 3 attacks this round because I'm frenzied, and they'll all be at advantage, right?
Yes. So you're going to be straight rolling right now because disadvantage due to your level of exhaustion and advantage due to flanking.
Well, no, because level 1 exhaustion is just disadvantage on ability checks.
Okay, cool.
Not
So you
attacks.
do have everything on advantage then. All your attacks.
All right, here we go. Here's the first one. Highest roll is a 13.
That hits. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Okay, that'd be 12 plus 2, 14.
All right.
Second
Attack
hit.
2. You've opened up a pretty big wound on its leg. That definitely hits.
26, okay. And that will be, ooh, that was a nice roll. 17 damage, counting rage.
Yep. Go ahead.
And I don't want to kill it, so I'm just kind of also watching to see, I don't know where it's at, but we don't want it
It's barely
dead.
hurt.
Okay.
It is below half of its health. If you'd like to, I will give you the bonus action to smash a capture orb against it, or you can attack it again to get it even lower and have a better chance of capturing it.
I'm going to attack it one more time.
Okay, give me your 2 hit.
Let's see, they're 27.
Definitely hits. Go ahead and roll your damage. 15 damage total. Cool. All right. It is looking very haggard. You have opened up. When you hit it the last time, you hit it on its shin, and you definitely heard something crack.
Okay. This, I can probably see beyond it that another of its buddies is coming.
Oh, yeah.
Getting a little sweaty in the palms, so I'm going to pull out an orb.
You
I have an
already
orb.
used your bonus action. Didn't you?
Let's see, I did the movement. I did my 3 attacks.
I thought your third attack was a bonus action because of frenzy.
Frenzy to activate is a bonus action, but then while in a frenzy,
Okay.
I can make a... Oh, no, it is a bonus attack. You're right.
Okay,
It's a bonus
thank you.
action.
No problem.
So I'm not orbing it.
You're done.
No.
Torin, you're up.
Okay. Well, I don't have an orb, do I? I think we all had one, right?
Yeah, everyone has at least one, most likely 2.
Oh, okay.
Because you
okay.
had a total of 10 orbs now.
Perfect. Okay, that's fantastic. And he's looking kind of rough.
He's looking very rough.
Okay, I'm gonna.
Okay, here's the deal. If you're going to do it as a melee attack,
Uh-huh.
okay, you're going to get 3 chances at this. If you miss with a melee attack, it's not going to use up the orb.
Yeah.
Unless you get a catastrophic failure, aka you roll a 1. Then you butterfingers the orb and it's gone.
Now that you've spoken it into existence.
Yes.
I don't know if I trust that. I think I'm gonna take a swipe at it with my battle axe first. Just
Okay.
another hit for funsies.
Go ahead.
13.
That hits.
Okay, for 6 damage. And then I'm gonna use my bonus action to smash the orb on it.
Roll a 2 hit, so basically an unarmed attack.
12.
That misses, unfortunately.
No.
He's hasty,
So you
though.
go for it, and as you're swinging down, it readjusts its footing, and
Okay.
you unfortunately missed. You do still have advantage from Vamp.
Oh, fantastic! Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Thanks, buddy.
Woohoo! All right, so 17.
That hits. That definitely hits.
Fantastic.
Their AC is 13. Just so
Okay.
that you'll understand, it's a huge creature.
Yeah.
It's got a bad AC, but it has a lot of hit points.
Yeah.
You smash the orb into it, and as you're holding it there, you feel this tingle come up your entire arm. You pull away, and the energy shoots out and envelops this gigantic creature. And it pulses once, pulses twice, and then just shrinks down into a bit like almost a watermelon-sized orb.
That's fantastic. Okay, so I've done 1 attack action and a bonus action. I'm gonna use. I want to pick up the watermelon orb
Okay.
for an action, I guess.
Yeah.
Could I then use my? I want to use my hasted movement to get closer to the big boy. So like right over here. I'm gonna run that way, and then that'll end my turn.
Okay.
And as I'm running, I'll just say, "Do y'all want to fight this one, or should we run?" But I'm like ready to fight, you know.
Velsar is
It's your
Yes.
turn, Velsara.
Oh, no.
Velsira. What are you going to do?
Oh no. Okay.
You've got
Um,
Torin within 10 feet of you. Everyone else is a little bit a ways.
Well, there's Belsar is going to shout, "Great job, Torin! You did great, sweetie!" She's always like that hype person. Anywho, where's the creature?
Critter is right here. And you are right here.
I can't see the creature because the screen's kind of chopped off. But I want to take all my movement to the creature
Okay.
and try. This is such a sacrificial thing, but I'm gonna try and jump on it if I can.
You don't have enough. Well, all right. Give me
I
an
have-
acrobatics. Give me an acrobatics check.
With advantage because I'm gonna use it. Thanks, Carrot. Thanks, buddy. Acrobatics.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, okay. 21.
You guys are so
That's
lucky that the
without
dice
advantage.
is nice, that the dice are being nice to you. So you're running up, and
Well-
you basically you weigh very little, being that you are a reborn, and you jump. And as you're jumping, you hear in your mind,
Mm-hmm.
"Well, this is interesting.
And
Let's give you a
Velsar
little
is gonna-
bit. Let's give you a little bit of a boost, shall we?" And just all your friends see is just this blue energy explode from your knees and your ankles and your hips. It just goes. As you jump, you land on the thing's tail.
Okay.
So now, what that means is it's not going to be able to attack you with its bite.
Okay. Oh.
So you're safe from that. It will have the opportunity to throw you off. You have 3 options on your next round, and we'll get to those soon, but I'm going to tell them animal handling, attack, or either strength or dex check. Okay, and we'll get to those on the next round.
But can I ask, did that acrobatics count as an
That was
as an action?
That was your movement, your action, and your bonus action.
Okay.
So you're done, but you are on the thing's tail, and you are immune from attack right now. All right.
Good. Okay. I think I have an idea of what I want to do next. Okay.
Twig, you're up.
Okay. I turn around to see the new one, and I'm like, ugh, another one. We can, we can try to catch this one. Let's fight it, or we can have some good steaks. I'm sure Bloodhoof wouldn't mind. Could have a little feast. So I am going to. I'm gonna run 30 feet closer. So yeah, about there. And I don't think I'm close enough for my regular hand crossbow, so I'll drop that, and I will use my heavy crossbow instead.
You are 5 feet out from your 30-foot range, right? Your hand crossbow's got a 30-foot range.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, here's the deal. You would not carry a loaded heavy crossbow on your back. To reload a heavy crossbow is going to take an action.
Okay, I do have a crossbow expert.
Oh, never mind then. Go ahead. Use your heavy crossbow.
Yeah.
I apologize. I'll just sit over here in the corner.
I wanted Twig to do one thing really good, and that's what they're doing.
I really like it.
So that's 15 to hit.
Definitely hits.
Awesome. So that's 6 piercing. I don't know if Valsara counts as being engaged with it, but
I'll give it to you. Valsara is engaged, so yeah, give me your sneak attack bonus.
Sneak attack. 8. So negligible. Awesome.
It doesn't even notice you. It's like there's a gnat on my back, and a mosquito just bit me. Oh no.
Oh no. Cool. It probably doesn't even notice. I'll bonus action try to hide, but
yes. All right. So, sorry, you gotta select 2 tokens here. 5, 10.
I'm the sacrifice.
20.
We all knew this was going to happen. Probably not, but I'm the sacrifice.
No, you're not. It doesn't even care about you right now.
Oh, I know. We'll probably later. Probably will leave, but
it attempts to hit you, and you said your AC is 21, right?
21.
Okay. It misses you with its tail swipe.
Good.
And it ends up right there.
Oh no.
Did we ever specify where I am on the tail?
No, you're kind of at like the base of the tail.
Okay.
Because your patron gave you a little bit of a boost since you rolled so well.
Okay.
All right. Carrot, you're up.
Wow, that's real close. I don't want to be this close to this monster. So I'm going to take my chances and back up.
Why don't you... Okay, hang on.
Well, I want to cast spells at it, and I don't know if that's a great idea from right in front of it.
There is no mechanic in the new version in 5e for getting a attack of opportunity while you're casting spells. They took that out. So if you wanted to cast a spell right now, you could, and it doesn't get like an attack of opportunity or anything.
Okay, well then I'm going to move right in front of it.
Okay.
Right in front of it. And I'm going to use 2 sorcery points again to cast Mind Sliver as a bonus action. So I'll need a DC 16 intelligence save.
It missed, of course.
That's shocking. 5 points of psychic damage.
I'm letting you know, it cannot succeed on that level of intelligence because of its intelligence level. And I hate you for that. So the giant carrot pierces its eye and it goes, "Argh!"
That was my bonus action. And then I yell to my friends, guys, it's right in front of me. It's right in front of me. You want to hear a joke? Want to hear a joke? I got a joke. I got a joke right in battle. I got a joke. Are you ready for a joke? I'm going to do this. I'm going to charge. And I cast lightning bolt.
Good one, Carrot.
Wait. Time out.
Mind Sliver, I did it as a bonus action using 2 sorcery points, and it's a level 0 spell.
It's a cantrip. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. Go ahead and roll your damage. I got to see the DC on that.
DC 16, and you're negative 1d4, sir.
It doesn't matter. I'll roll it anyway. Oh, look, it got a 0. So roll your damage, please.
34 points of damage.
Oh my God. Ouch. It notices you. And it's a little crispy around the edges, but it's not like falling over yet. It kind of roars in defiance.
When I'm on the tail, I don't take damage from? No. Okay. I'm just checking.
Guys,
okay,
hey guys, did you like my joke? I charged it. Zap.
You're
zap.
horrible. You're horrible. All right. Gore, you're up.
I think he came into my range. I will run up. My movement is 40, so I can get to him. I don't feel like I really need to protect Carrot too much after that. That was pretty dope. So I'm just gonna swing. Is he he's not flanked, right? I mean, I don't get advantage on this.
Torn
is too far behind, I think.
No, you do not get advantage right now.
All right. First swing is going to be, 24.
That definitely hits a 13 AC.
For 13 damage.
Okay.
Second hit is 23.
Okay.
For 10 damage.
10. And your bonus action for your third hit?
Are we going to try to bag this one too?
It is not looking anywhere. It's not looking as bad as the one that you just bagged.
15 damage on the last swing.
All right.
But I'll still kind of try to get in front of Carrot a little bit, just subconsciously. I know that he just did an awesome job, but I can't help myself, and I kind of try to get ready to take a hit for him.
Okay. Torin, you're up.
Okay.
And you do not have any capture orbs left.
I don't. But I'm going to try some stuff. So first, what I'd like to do is hit myself with a Cure Wounds.
Okay.
Because, ouch.
Cure Wounds is an action.
Ugh, 11 points. Okay.
So, give yourself 11 back.
All right. So I'll heal up 11 points. I am going to, since I've got another action in the turn with haste, I am going to. Well, technically, it says it's a bonus action on my thing.
Is heal? Is that a bonus action?
No, not that. For the next thing I'm going to do.
Okay. If you move right here, you are now flanking with Gore.
That is fantastic. But what I'm gonna do is I have a channel divinity, which is a bonus action called Champion Challenge. So the dinosaur will have to make a Wisdom saving throw DC 13, or it can't move more than 30 feet away from me willingly.
Okay. Does it need to understand you?
It just says you issue a challenge that compels other creatures to do battle with you. Each creature of your choice that you can see within 30 feet must make a Wisdom saving throw. It doesn't say anything about that.
Okay. We'll assume that it works whether or not they can understand you.
Okay.
What's the DC?
It's a 13.
Yeah,
Wisdom.
it now is focused, laser focused on you.
Fantastic. So I would like to now use my movement, and I'm going to run backwards a bit, and it is compelled to follow me within 30 feet of me. So I will jump back there. And my hope is that when it does come to follow me, I've got some attacks of opportunity with my crew.
Yeah, anyone that's around it's going to get an attack of opportunity, but you will not. Okay.
Yeah, that's fine. I know that.
So next is Velsara.
Okay.
You have 4 choices. Animal handling, which you're going to be at a disadvantage. 5, sorry. A strength check to grapple, which
Keep going.
A dexterity check to jump off, an attack using your melee or spells, whatever you want, or you could try to use a capture orb.
Okay. Out of character, just a slight panic.
It is looking almost as bad as the T-Rex that you captured with the orb initially.
I'm just gonna say to everybody, I'm gonna smash an orb. Okay. It's taking me with me.
It's not going to take you with it because whoever's using it is immune to its effect.
Okay.
It's if someone else did it on the creature what you were riding, you'd need to make an acrobatics check to get off before it and captured you.
Sucks me like Pikachu in a Pokemon. Sorry.
Exactly.
Anywho.
So roll an unarmed attack.
Okay.
And you need to beat a 13.
Does Varen have anything to do with this, or am I just rolling the...
Roll it first. Let's see.
What am I rolling again? Like just an
unarmed attack.
So, do I roll for the attack?
Yeah, you roll an unarmed attack on it, and that will tell us if you hit.
24.
Jesus. All right. So now I get to roll a saving throw.
Oh, no.
You hear in the back of your mind, jump, child, jump. And as you smash the orb onto the thing's flesh, tendrils of electricity reach out and surround the creature. And the orb that is the thing that normally captures these things solidifies. And it grows slightly for a moment and starts to contract, grows again, contracts, and it shatters. Make an acrobatics check.
Okay.
Beat a 10.
Okay. Acrobatics. That's a 7.
Okay, hang on.
Okay.
You fall to the ground. And you take 2 points of damage.
Oh, okay.
From falling.
Okay.
Twig. And so now you are actually where your token is.
Okay.
You are no longer on the back of the creature.
Okay.
It unfortunately saved. Not by much.
Okay. Shit. Okay.
Twig, you're up.
Alrighty.
Good try though, Callum. Thank you.
So I'm still right up next to it now, which is not ideal. And I'll drop my crossbow. I'll pull out my rapier. I'll try to stab it. Or did I drop it elsewhere? I don't remember.
No, you're okay. I'm looking at where the monster is comparatively. I am going to give you the opportunity to do sneak attack on this.
Oh.
Because you're kind of at the point where you and Callum are kind of flanking the thing. Plus, you have 2 other creatures that are your allies next to you. So go ahead and roll your to hit.
I can take a couple steps over as well to make it for sure.
Okay, cool.
So it's just a flat roll, this one?
Yeah, do a 2 hit. Actually, no, it's with advantage.
22.
So,
I think I'm fine.
Cool. So roll your damage and your sneak attack bonus, please.
Nice. So basic damage is 7 piercing. Sneak attack is 9. And then I'll use my bonus action. I'll try to smash him. Can I still throw it? My throwing is probably better, but
I will let you make that choice. The smashing on it was so that you would not lose the orb. If you throw it, no matter what happens, you're going to lose the orb.
Oh, I think I've used 2 orbs already, so I can't. I caught one of the monsters and then I whiffed. You
caught a fern. Yep.
So never mind on that. And I don't think I can really hide or anything, so I will end my turn there.
Okay, so I would like Valsara, Gore, Carrot, and Twig to make attacks of opportunities. Now, because he's running away, if anyone has an orb that they'd like to use to try to capture this thing, you can do that as your attack of opportunity.
Gore hasn't used any orbs, I don't believe.
Okay.
So
Physical attack, do an unarmed attack, beat a 13.
Let's go, Gore.
12. 12.
You missed.
Oh.
Twig, you get an attack with your rapier.
25 to hit.
That definitely hits. Do your damage.
Not great. 6 piercing.
Okay. Valsara, are you going to try to orbit or are you going to try to attack it with a dagger?
I'm going to try to orbit again.
Okay,
I have
roll
a
your
good
2
feeling.
hit.
What am I
Roll
rolling?
your 2 hit. Unarmed attack.
Feeling good, guys. um, just straight up.
Yep, unarmed attack.
Oh man, please be good. Oh my god, sorry.
Don't worry about it. You're doing fine. Just
A little stressed. D&D's got me a little stressed.
We're only fighting a dinosaur. It's
You're
okay.
only fighting a second T-Rex after one of your big.
24. Thank you. Thank you.
Ooh,
So
buddy.
much better.
You smash the orb on it, and as you do, the tendrils of energy surround it, and there's no pulse to it this time. It just goes, and reduces to the size of about a cantaloupe / watermelon.
Hoo-wee.
Did it, guys. Out of character. Did it, guys.
Visera, that
Well
was
done.
amazing.
Well done. So now you have 2 sending stones. Torin, you have the one that General Talix gave you,
Mm-hmm.
and someone else has the one that the Ifrit gave to your competing group. Which one are you going to use?
Well,
I mean, can we? I don't suppose we would get paid from the Ifrit if we were just like, here's just the thing I brought for you. But
I mean, I feel like we should just use ours, right? Just
I don't see
for
us
safety's
going to
sake.
the Ifrit.
I don't
No.
know.
No, let's go back to the. Yeah.
Would
Okay.
it be funny? Would it be funny if we put a squirrel in the one and gave it back to the Ifrit? That'd be kind of funny.
Let's give her the fern.
I do like that idea. That
Let's go
sounds
Fern. Let's give him a
excellent.
little thing.
Okay,
Yeah, just like a pretty flower or something.
Yes.
so you
We already
gather
have
up
a fern.
you gather up everything, and including the fern that's just about that big. That's how big the capture ball is, so you can tell them apart, right? The Tyrannosauruses are watermelon / cantaloupe size. The 2 Triceratops are about the size of a softball, and then there's this tiny little ping pong ball sized fern. Are you pulling out the sending stone?
Not yet. Not yet. I need to thank our turtle. He was very helpful. He told me exactly where to go. Can we go thank the turtle and give him some more berries?
Absolutely.
You don't have to go anywhere. It's been watching you. It kind of walks up, and it actually walks up to Belsara, and it says, in a very odd voice that all of you can understand, "I told you I'd be watching you."
Wait, hold on. Is it
And
very...
the eyes flash this bright green for a moment, and then go back to its normal brown / black eyes, and it's kind of like,
Dang.
He seemed familiar.
That was a good turtle.
Are you going to talk to it again, Carrot?
That would be the last charge. Can I burn all 3 charges of this thing?
Yeah, you can. It's not going to.
Sure.
If you try to burn a 4th charge, that's when it's going to disintegrate on your finger.
I will burn the 3rd charge.
Okay, so it looks at you and goes, "Dude, that was awesome."
Thanks for the help.
Thanks.
Thanks,
man. The best berries are right behind that rune, and those goddamn things were in that rune for a long frickin' time. And it starts walking past you and going towards the ruin. All right. Who's got the sending stone and who's talking? Torn, I think you have the sending stone. What are you going to say to our person on the other end?
Well, I'll huddle up with the group. And just, are y'all ready to go back? Anyone
think
want to
so.
hang out here for a while?
I'm gonna
good?
carve parts off the Tyrannosaurus that got chomped on.
Triceratops.
Yeah.
Yep.
What did I say?
Tyrannosaurus.
Whatever. Yeah. All dinosaurs are the same, just like all cars are the same. It's fine.
What? Dinosaurs are all different.
So Triceratops is red meat. Tyrannosaurus is white meat.
Maybe we should take its horns, bring them back as just like another offering.
That's ivory. So yes, that would be a wonderful offering.
Is there anything Velsara can scavenge to bring back to her homeland?
You
or her
could do
home area?
you could try to, if you want to, you could give me a survival check to get the skin.
Ooh, can I help her?
Yes. So whoever's going to do the skinning, choose your survival and you get advantage on it. I'm going to say, Velsara, that you actually get like 2 or 3 vials of blood from the Triceratops because it's got a huge heart. I mean, the heart is gigantic.
Do I have to make a survival check?
Yes, make a survival check for getting the skin.
With advantage, because I'm helping you.
Yep.
Got it. That's a dirty 20. I don't think I need an advantage.
Nice. Roll it again anyway, just so
in
if you
case.
get an actual natural 20.
Oh, 16, so
Okay.
dirty 20.
So dirty 20 is the best. There's not much you can do to get around the bite marks on its back where the Tyrannosaurus tore the chunk out of it, but you get enough of this flesh that you think, God, if I could take this to the right person, I would probably get a masterwork set of armor out of this, leather armor.
Okay.
Nice.
That could then be enchanted further. So after doing your disposal of the Triceratops and anything that you wanted to get off of it, Twig, give me a survival check, and this is just to see how many steaks you get out of it.
Awesome. All right.
With advantage, because it's dead.
Oh, beautiful.
How many vials of blood did you say?
4.
Nice.
Okay.
I got 21.
Okay, so you get a decent number. I mean, you were able to salvage a large portion of the tenderloins of this creature. They are, honest to God, like that big. You've been able to pull some of the ribs off that were not desiccated by the Tyrannosaurus. So you have a decent amount of raw meat that you can bring back. Does anyone else want to do anything in this area?
Do we need to check out those ruins? Is there anything going on over there? I mean,
It can't hurt. It can't hurt. Hey, Torin. When you were fast, when you were hasted, could you understand me better? Was I a little slower? Did that help?
I mean, it's like you were just talking directly to me, nice and easy. You've got a beautiful voice, by the way. I hadn't really noticed before. Yeah, that was very cool, by the way. Thank you for that.
Yeah. You're the boss. I wanted to see you kill stuff. I wanted to see you hit stuff and be a hero. We're all heroes.
I mean,
you're all great.
You pierced it with a carrot in its eye. That's incredible. Truly.
Does anyone here speak Lizard Man?
No.
Okay. When you go into the ruins, there are some like weird sigils and things on the side, but there's also a drawing of what looks like stick figures bowing down to what appears to be a drawing of a T-Rex. Kind of a stick figure drawing of a T-Rex.
Well.
And this ruin is overgrown. It's like no one has been here in multiple years, at least 50, if not 100 years.
Well, what do you say we get out of here before a third one comes by? I'll take out the sending stone, and I'll just say, all right, we're all done over here. So if you could just send whomever to come get us, that would be fantastic.
Yes. Who is this? What is this? Oh, the contest. Yes, you are one of the people that was sent. Who is your sponsor?
Who's our sponsor?
General Talx.
Talix. Yep.
Talx.
Um,
Talcum powder.
yeah. We were working with General Talix.
Oh my goodness! It is good to know that she still has a good eye for those that can do the right thing. We will be right down.
Thank you.
And within seconds, a bugbear dressed in robes that mirror the night sky, stars, and the three moons appears right in front of you, Torin, and says, "Oh, well, what do you have for us then? We've already got 3 groups that have come through yet, but you'll be the 4th, and you are probably the last ones."
Well, we've got a few things. First, we've scavenged some stuff. I
just want to know what mount you've gotten them.
We've got 2 beautifully strong Triceratops and 2 T-Rexes as well. So
Tyrannosaurus Rex, the greatest of all dinosaurs. Well,
yes.
Very, very well. May I have the orbs then?
Sure. Why do I feel suspicious about this guy?
I feel suspicious as well.
I am sorry. My name is Goldemar. I am the Grand Caliph's Chief Vizier.
Great. Okay.
Make a history check.
Oh, yeah,
2.
we've heard of him.
Yes.
Yeah.
You've heard of him.
He
is, in fact, the Grand Caliph's Chief. Yeah.
Beautiful.
He's been the Grand Caliph's Chief Vizier or advisor for multiple years. He is an extremely skilled magic wielder. He's better at magic than Carrot or Velsara.
I don't believe it.
Now.
I mean, no disrespect.
Give me one moment. Give me those. So he takes the spheres and he puts them in what looks like a pouch. This big. He stretches the opening and shoves them in. And then he draws sigils on the ground and a large circle that's 20 feet wide. He says, all right, all of you step into the circle.
All right, come on, everybody. Hop in.
In we go.
And he says, vanish, and snaps. And all of you just are instantly transported into a chamber that is, including him, that is stone-lined. There are sigils that match what he drew on the floor, on the ground. In this chamber, there are 2 guards standing at a door, at a double door, that is 20 feet high. And one of them is a very tough-looking minotaur, and the other is a bugbear. And he goes, yeah, get out of the way. Franz, Hans, opens the door. These are the last ones that are coming through. And so they open the door, and he's like, come. And he leads you up, and you are brought into this massive antechamber where, sitting on a throne around 60 feet from you, is this minotaur that it makes Torin look like a child. He's huge. He is at least 12 feet tall and probably about 5 feet wide. And his eyes are, even though they're that kind of reddish amber, they're bright. And he looks up and he goes, well, it appears that we have our final group here for the contest. No, he doesn't cough. That was me. Sorry. The others have not come back yet. And I don't believe that they will do so. So, he pushes himself off the throne and he says, my family, for all that dwell within these lands are family to me. Join me in this celebration of us, for this is about family and not me personally. Without you all and the faith that you have in me, this would not be possible. Enjoy the bounty of the lands that we have. And know that this contest for my new mount is about to be decided. Tell me what you have for me. And he looks, there are 3 other groups. One of the group is an orc, a couple goblins, and a bugbear. And the bugbear stands up and says, well, we went north, you see, and we found this thing for you. And he holds out an orb, and the Grand Calluses here looks at it and says, oh, it's a mammoth. Well, thank you. Hands it to the Grand Caliph, and he goes, all right. Puts it to the side without really looking at it. The second group comes up and says, well, two orcs and 2 minotaurs and a couple of fairies. And one of the minotaurs is standing up and says, well, we went east, you see, and we encountered many great things. We've brought you back a sandworm. And where am I supposed to ride this? He tosses the orb in the back of him. And they kind of look, oh, shit. The third group comes forward and says, oh, well, yeah, we went west and we got you a goat. Did you say a goat? Well, yeah, it's a goat, you see, and it's a huge goat, you see. And it can go up mountains like no one's business. And it was, I mean, it had these horns. Right, thank you. Why don't you go and have yourself a beer? Grand Caliph says. And he doesn't even accept their orb. And he looks at your group and says, so, what have you brought me? Who's going to speak for the group?
Sure.
I cast Gust on Torin to do an effect of a breeze flowing through.
Torin's nice. I mean, Torin is not your average minotaur, so Torin looks like a Highland cow. Torin's fur starts kind of, waving like that. The cover of a romance novel, if you wrote a romance novel about minotaurs that look like Scottish cows. Tell me what you're saying, Torin.
Grand Caliph, we brought you a few things, so you have some options. We've got 2 Triceratops and 2 Tyrannosaurus Rex. So, thank you. He'll just back up. He doesn't know what else to say.
Did you say 2 Tyrannosaurus Rex?
Well, yes, sir.
If I am not mistaken, I know you, and I know your clan.
Yes, sir.
Let me think one moment here. One moment. Yes, Talaiv, the city. Your father's Bruiser. Tell me, how did you happen to capture 2 Tyrannosaurus Rex? And by the way, the Vizier will be looking into your orbs without opening them. So pray that you have not told me a lie.
Oh, no, sir, we wouldn't. You see, this group that I'm with, they are just fantastic. I know we look kind of like a mismatched group here, but we've got skills that, I mean, it's pretty impressive.
Gore is posing, by the way.
I mean, we've got brawn, we've got brains, we've got magic. There's just a lot happening here. So, I guess we just did our best.
And he leans over to the bugbear in the multiple in the robes, and he whispers something. And the bugbear's like, yes. And he says, well, it appears we have our champions. My friends, I present to you the winners of our contest. Gore, Twig, Belsara, Carrot, and Torin. So, you each have earned my boon. Prior to giving that to you, though, let us go and feast and celebrate our dynasty, our wondrous place on this earth. Come. And he motions you, and you are followed. If you follow him, do you follow him?
Yeah,
Of course.
You are led through a pair of double doors behind the throne. Inside these double doors, there is a banquet table that is lined with everything. A roasted pig, a roasted boar, venison, meat, berries, fruits, everything that you could imagine that can come from this continent or any other. And he says, aside from my boon, I would like you to sit and regale me with your tales of how you happened to capture not just one, like the other groups, but 4 potential mounts for myself. And through the other door, through a door on the opposite side of the chamber, General Talix strides through and looks at you all and says, I knew you could do this. I knew it the moment I saw you. I'm so proud. I am so happy to see you have succeeded. And she looks at Torin and goes, oh my. Come here, child. You're the bloodiest of all of the people that are here. And she puts her hand on your shoulder, and you feel this incredible warmth and light fill your body. Ooh. And the wounds that you suffered from the Tyrannosaurus Rex just start to close and heal. And you are at your maximum hit points now.
Ooh. Thank you.
And she says, let us enjoy a meal with the Caliph while you regale him of your adventures together. And you all sit down and have a meal. So, after the meal, Gore, what is it that you want? My goodly bugbear with the muscles and the maul. What can your Grand Caliph give to you?
Gore will flip the hair around and revealing a bunch of neck tattoos that they're the name of her clan in Bugbear. I don't know what that looks
right.
like. It's ruins.
Yeah.
I wish to return my father to his rightful place of dignity. There was a battle amongst our people, and his name was besmirched. All I ask is that you return him to his rightful place.
Returning your father's honor is a bit beyond me. However, you, Gore, you will be honored amongst your entire clan. You will be next in line for caliphdom of the lands that your father... No, not next in line. You will be the caliph of the bugbear lands that you lived on. You will serve me, but you will have the power to either give your rule away to whomever you think is worthy, or keep it for yourself. And should anyone dispute that, he reaches in a pouch and he pulls out a ring and he hands it over to you. It's a ring with a ruby, and it's a ruby cow skull, basically. He says, "This is my brand and my seal. If anyone disputes that, you may show them this. None but those that have gained my favor have this." And he hands it to you. Welcome, Caliph Gore.
I take the ring, I put it to my forehead, and then to my chest, and then I put it on my hand, and I bow to him.
You will be coming to my council in spring to give me a report of your lands. And should I hear disfavorable things that you have to say to me about how you are being treated and your family is being treated, well, you'll have my support. We'll give you that. Twig, what would you have of your Grand Caliph?
Yes, sir. That's something I've been thinking about this whole trip, and really, I've been all across the wild. I spend a lot of time in the West, keeping the villages safe and stuff. And honestly, I can't think of any boon that you could currently give me that would make me happier than where I'm at right now. But I think having the ear of the Grand Caliph in the future could be worthwhile. Would I be able to hold off on my boon until I'm certain where I want to, what I want to use it for?
He looks over at his Grand Vizier and he says, "Bring me the ruby one." And the Grand Vizier his eyes go wide and he's, "Are you certain, sire?" "Yes, bring me the ruby one." The Grand Vizier walks off and he says, "I will return to you in just a moment as soon as the item I've asked for is brought to me."
Thank you, sir.
You, tiny one with the wings. What is it that Carrot of the Fey Folk wishes from his Grand Caliph?
Grand Caliph, sir. Mr. Bloodhurf, sir, we had a great adventure. I hope I don't bother you by talking so fast and telling you a little bit about what happened. But we went out there, and Torin and Gore, they are so big and so strong, and they ran up to that T-Rex. You asked what happened, and they were able to fight it. They're so brave. They ran up and they beat it. And Twig, great aim, and shot. And Velsteria, also very brave. And well, as you can see, I talk very fast and cast very fast. And you know what? This adventuring group is the best group I've ever been with, and we've had so much fun. And you know what would make my day and make all of our day and be the best thing ever is you would spend a night of fun and frivolous adventure with us at Sir Charles.
Well, the thing is I don't mind going to Sir Charles because it's quite a wonderful place to go. I enjoy the family style meat pies that they have there. And in fact, I would be honored to go down to there with you. And it is going to be quite wonderful. Let us go and have fun there.
If that's the only thing that you wish of the Grand Caliph, it will be my pleasure. And perhaps we shall speak again later.
Absolutely. That would make my heart so happy, so happy, so happy. I mean, they have the best food there, and they have the berries. I love the berries, and the berries are the best there. And as long as I have fresh berries and my friends with me, I am in the happiest place ever.
Next time you go there, tell them to remove the meat from the... tell them to add the sweet to the savory meat pie. Wonderful.
Thank you, sir.
The Grand Vizier comes back in and is holding a ruby about that big with 3 sigils on it. And he puts it down in front of the Grand Caliph, and Caliph goes, "Not for me, for Twig." And the Grand Vizier goes and puts it in front of you, and Caliph says, "That's a sending stone. You may use it twice. It will come directly to me. We will be able to converse for 1 day each use. Use it wisely. Use it when you've decided what you want."
Thank you, sir. This is more than I could have dreamed.
It is what you deserve for helping us out. Torin, tell me, what can your Grand Vizier do to someone that is going to be what can your Grand Caliph do for someone that is going to be a Caliph themselves?
Well, that's a great question. Frankly, this whole experience was very important to me, just in, I guess, learning more about the wild, working with a group. I've got a lot to learn before I can take control of anything, but I'm trying. So maybe, could I, you could use me, you could send me out maybe, so I can gain some more knowledge of the wild, to have a better understanding of things, so that if my time comes where I do take over the caliphdom, I might, just have more experience.
He readjusts in his seat and sits back for a moment and thinks, and he's, "General Talax, come here." And Talax comes over, and they talk in hushed tones. And at the end of it, the Grand Caliph looks up at you and says, "I will give you a choice. You may either choose to work directly with General Talax as her equal within the armies, within my special guard, or you may command a ship and travel beyond these lands, beyond these shores, and find out what life is like beyond our shores. What do you choose, young princeling?"
Those are incredible options. I love my home more than anything, but maybe exploring other continents and gaining more knowledge could be beneficial to the wild, to my people. So maybe I think I'd like that, to take a ship out and learn some more.
Well, Grand Admiral Torin, I pronounce you Grand Admiral.
Thank you.
Leader of the ship of Siren's Call. Siren's Voice, the largest galleon in our Navy. Now, my friends, enjoy the rest of your festivities. I plan to do the same. And he picks up this just freaking gigantic mug that's got a frothy head on it. And he just downs it in like one drink and puts it down and says, I will remember you, and I may call on you again in the future. Thank you all for everything that you've done. With that, we end our adventure tonight. And I thank you all for joining us for this wonderful romp into my world. My name is Mike Heck. I am DM Madcap. I have been doing fantasy gaming and tabletop RPGs for 20 plus years. I have been creating homebrew content on both D&D Beyond and other places. I am an avid 3D printer, avid costumer, and avid cosplayer. You can find me anywhere on socials with Madcap23 as my username. And feel free to reach out, and I hope that you enjoyed tonight. I'm going to pass it down to Chad. Vamp, go ahead.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for running this, Mike. It was a lot of fun. Thanks, Miko, for producing it. Dave for having the channel, letting me play all these times. Obviously, some DMs don't kill me as often as others, but I gotta tell you, I had a plan next round to fly into its mouth and cast spells. I am not kidding. That was my overall plan, was to go inside its mouth and try to blow it up from the inside and see what happened. I didn't
Very
get that
Mandalorian
chance.
of you. Very Mandalorian of you.
You do what you do. But yes, thank you for running this. I had a blast. All the other players were amazing. Thank you so much for doing this. Vamp Wickman on whatever socials I'm about. I'm on this channel quite a bit. The makeup and flower crown were done by my wife. She has her own channel. She makes wreaths, sells wreaths, flower crowns, bows, all sorts of stuff. Marcy LaSalle, she was on earlier. It's still above in the chat. If you guys want to take a look at her channel. I mod there, aka I exist, and built her computer. So that's really all I can say. But yes, I had a blast. And hopefully I'll see some of you at GaryCon, or I'll see you guys around on another game and see if I can survive again. Thank you very much.
Nice. Thank you, Vamp. I appreciate you being here. I was so excited to be able to DM for you. Kay, go ahead, please.
Hi, everyone, or I guess goodbye, everyone. I am Kay, or Caden Cosmos, and you can find me on pretty much anything at this point. I do all sorts of art stuff, and including like illustrations and crafts like cross-stitching and shit. Excuse my language. Anyway, I also do free trivia on Saturdays at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I'm doing a video game themed one on the 22nd of November, which is a Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, if you want to come see me do that. That felt like I was talking a lot. So anyway, thank you, Mike. Thank you, everyone, for playing with me, and it was fun. I had a good time.
Thank you very much, Kay. Let's move it over to Shelly.
Hello and goodbye. Again, my name is Shelly, and I am Flea Monkey on the chats and whatnot. I will be doing something with Oblique Season and Beth on Thursday, and eventually the Skull Fort playtest, third part of the two-part with Vamp Wickman at TBD time. Thank you, Mike. It has been great. We've gamed quite a bit in these last decade or two, and this has been super awesome to be able to do this in this format with you.
Yeah.
So thanks again.
I
P.S.
appreciate
Everyone
it.
else, you were awesome too.
Shelly, I appreciate it. And yeah, Shelly and I have played together in D&D for God knows how long. Let's move it down to Beth. Beth, take us out.
Sure. This was a blast. I had a lot of fun. I feel oddly proud to be an admiral now. It kind of blows my mind. Yeah, this was fantastic. I am hoping to do more Monday Night Mayhem things coming up. So probably maybe catch me here. Who knows? Also, my link tree has links to streams that I've been on, my social media. So it's just linktree/Beth Masco. But yeah, thank you, Mike and Miko and everybody. This was a lot of fun.
So unfortunately, Callum did have to drop before we could complete the stream, but they did an excellent job. They've been around for a little while. They've been doing TTRPGs for 4 years plus, and they are extremely excited to have been part of our Monday Night Mayhem here. With that, I wanted to say thank you, everyone. Before we started this game, I actually talked to all of the players and let them know that their characters that they made here are likely to become NPCs in my grander world. So if you ever play a game with me in Castellan, you may run into Carrot or Twig or Grand Admiral Torin or Gore, Caliph Gore now.
Caliph Gore.
And see them. So with that, I think that's all. Thank you for in episode 1, 2-minute tabletop, for helping us out with the maps and things that we had. Thank you, Miko, for all the art. Thank you, and I'm sorry I'm losing the name. Miko will get it for me. The person that made the art for Callum. And thank you, players. Without you, I couldn't do this. I am so glad that we had such fun here.